welcome back to Swiftwire Gaming.
I don't know what's up with him this. I don't know what's up with him this evening, but hi.
Got a big ear. It's the headphones pushing my head forwards. Hello.
I still don't know what's wrong with him.
We're playing some Kerbal space program. Sorry, there's some communication error from my brain to my mouth.
Too right there is.
Yeah, we're gonna play some Kerbal.
Great start, isn't it? Yeah, I'm back with you. Hold on.
Are you back? Are you tired? Are you
I think
sleepy?
I'm with us.
Do you need a nap?
I think I'm with you. What the shite's going on with the thing?
Hello. Oh. Head.
Put yourself back, boy.
Oh, it's yours. Your side.
It's not, it's the wardrobe.
It's your side.
No, it's not, it's the wardrobe.
It's both sides. It's not tall. It's not long enough. We didn't do it properly.
Fix it, boy!
Do we need to fix it now?
Yes.
Is it too late?
Fix
too late
it.
To fix it. I can't. Oh, jeez. I don't think I can. Here, hold these. Take up. You start the game.
Oh, that's really weird. Why would you do that to me?
You start the game.
Oh, that's horrible. What are you playing at?
What are you playing at?
I don't like you anymore.
No, you love me at it. I'm trying to fix the screen.
Oh, yeah.
That's rude.
Sorry, I will censor that.
We did get banned.
No one saw that. Didn't happen.
We'll get banned again.
Again?
Oh yeah, well, we've never been banned. But
Oh yeah, we never got banned at first place, did we?
Here we go. This. Look. Right in the corner.
I do apologise. Let's get going, shall we?
Is that covering it? Is that? It is. What's happened to this side?
Nothing's happened to that, so.
It's twisted. Oh, twist. Didn't shout. No. Oh, no.
Oh no! It's all going a bit wrong! Oh no!
No! I've lost my Kerbal!
No, Jeb's back. Found Jeb.
Thank you.
Yeah, Jeb's still with us.
That's right then.
Jeb's having a good time. He's.
Where's the...
I got your ass in my face!
That's right, you wanted it. Oh no, we collapsed. This is entertaining, right?
Sorry if you tuned in thinking you're watching some Kerbal Space program this evening. Instead, you'll be watching Jamie trying to erect a green screen behind me.
Ain't nobody gonna hear it. Erect. I knew you were gonna say that. Are we covered?
Have you got clothes on?
Just about.
Yeah, then I believe we are covered.
No, but are we covered on the old camera?
Can I clip your face?
Can I clip you?
Can I clip you in the face?
Can I clip your hair?
No.
Can I clip your nose?
Can I clip your head, shoulders, knees or toes?
Yeah, shoulders, knees and toes, and
arms and knees and mouth and nose.
Head, shoulders, massage.
Oh, I'll have a bit of that.
No, you won't. We're playing Kerbal.
We're playing Kerbal now.
Oh, right.
On it.
The screen
Like a club on it, boys.
has been erected, however, you can still see through the screen because it's not the highest quality of...
It's a bed sheet.
It's a bed sheet.
I'm just gonna say it now. It's a bed sheet. That's my leg.
Sheet, that's your leg. That's just a bit rude. Right. Hello. We're here playing some Kerbal. That one can be deleted. We're going to jump back in with some Swiftcorp.
The boys.
Swiftcorp! Landed on the moon near you.
Mon.
Landed on the moon near you.
Landed on.
Are you there, Rack? We say we rack.
Rack.
No.
Rack. No, it'll probably come on later.
Right, what have we got? What are we doing? Lucy?
Jamie.
Give me a mission.
Don't be an arse.
That is not a mission.
I'll tell you what it is.
What?
Dum 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 dum. No, Mission Impossible, you dick. The pun was ruined.
I'm an imposter.
Because of you.
That's not the only thing. What's this?
It's a menu.
Ocean. No resource. You need to perform an orbital survey. How do I do one of those?
You'll find out, won't you?
I already know. Will I find out? Will I? Will I really find out? I find out. I can't see. Ow. I mean, I can see, but ow.
I love you.
I love you too.
Should we get drunk and then stream?
Well, we got some bug mice.
And pina colada.
And pina colada. That sounds like an
And
amazing
wine.
idea. We should stream
And
something
tequila.
really shit.
And
though.
Malibu.
We should
And Smirnoff.
stream the worst.
And
of
some
the
champagne.
worst. Okay, we can stop now. What are we gonna do? What are we doing? Someone, help! Give us a mission.
Why don't you see if there are any contracts available?
A contract. Take pressure readings on the surface at alpha site, beta site, and gamma site. Where are those? Where are the alpha, beta, and gamma sites? Rack!
Yay!
Give us a mission.
We said
Rack.
we'd be back.
Rack, we're playing Kerbal. We played it for you. Look, we're here. We need to find the alpha, gamma, and beta
Sites.
sites. I cannot find them. Who
I
knows
thought you
where?
slept. No.
No,
No,
we said
we'd be
10
back.
minutes with a bit of Kerbal.
We've rehydrated.
I did some tea. She's done herself a bit of coke.
I haven't. It's illegal. What I've done myself is a glass of Coca-Cola, not
Coca-Cola.
sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Rack,
Hashtag
what
never
shall
will be.
we do, Rack? Give us something to do. Unless you're going to bed. We're a lovely astronaut couple.
Oh, thank you.
You're meowgical.
Yeah, boy.
Go to Duna. Where is that? Which one is it?
No. He was saying DNA in a very weird accent.
Go to Duna.
Ta-da!
That's the Mun. We haven't even been to the Mun yet, and he wants to go to Duna. Duna. Where are you? Eve. Moho. Duna. All the way out there. Duna is the red one. Found it. It's that one.
It's that one right there, boys.
An altitude of 21. Is that million? Or is that billion?
No, that's an M.
That's billion. 21 billion.
No. It's million. Isn't it? No, it is billion.
Yeah,
Sorry.
21 billion,
Sorry, that's my fault.
521,543,860 meters.
850.
Okay, it's changing. It's constantly changing. We cannot predict the orbit of June. Well, we can. It's right there.
We can. We just read
I mean,
it.
it's literally right here. But you know, who knows?
Maybe that's what Barak's saying. That's your aim for today's stream.
Aim is
Get
to get
to
to
Duna.
Duna. Can we go to the moon first?
Man.
Man.
It is not the moon. It is the man.
Okay, let's try get to Duna. Let's forget the moon. The mun. Forget the mun. It's overrated. We're going to Duna.
Hype. Yes.
Hype. We need a big rocket. Barak, how do we get to Duna?
Sorry, it's because I'm laughing at Barak.
Was that your butt or your face?
It was my face butt.
Your face butt. I have a face in my butt. I have a butt in my face.
I'm pretty sure neither of those things have happened. Did you know?
I got 2 cheeks and a hole. A face, right? I think you need 5,000 or 6,000 Delta V rocket to reach there. Right, that means we need some big rocket.
We need
fuel.
some big ass rocket.
We should probably get some precision propulsion. And some...
Kerbal. Space program.
Are you searching?
Getting to Duna.
Probably get some big fuel. Big fuel, boys.
How to get to Duna on Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah, give me a ship to build.
I'm not gonna give you.
Get me some schematics.
Duna, if you don't see this at some point during your tutorial, you've probably done it incorrectly.
What?
It's all
Tutorial? Is this part of the tutorial?
No, it's all changed, hasn't it? Because this is the Kerbal Space Program fan page, it's not been
Pretty
updated.
sure this is advanced rocketry right here.
Step 1. Building your rocket. To perform a successful landing on Duna planet, you will need a large rocket. Unless you are planning to deploy a space plane in the Dunan
Oh, I
atmosphere.
probably should have got that.
A perfectly viable option this is. Yoda's written this.
A perfectly viable option this is. Let's build a rocket, boys. What is it, 5,000 or 6,000
5 or
Delta V?
6,000, yeah.
Do you give me anything? Like, you
I'm having a look at it, boy.
having a wee look.
Balancing this stage is tricky. It's largely similar to a Mon lander, but it has several key differences. You're going to need a proper parachute rigging. It will require little or no thrust for a landing. Please note that unless your ship is a probe, there's no need to store extra parachutes for Kerbin, as long as you bring an engineer to repack them. For a return to Kerbin, you must touch down with at least one large fuel tank and an engine.
Parachute would be safe. Varric agrees.
Sorry, what? You just spoke at me.
Sorry, Varric agrees. A parachute would be
Parachute
okay.
would be safe, yes.
So we need a parachute. Let's get a parachute on our tip. Oh, Mark 6. That's a bit too big.
Now, the way that they've broken this down is they've broken it into upper stage, middle stage and lower stage of your rocket build.
I see.
So upper stage, balancing this stage is quite tricky. It's largely similar to a Mun lander, but with several key differences. With a proper parachute rigging, it will require little or no thrust for a landing. Note that unless your ship is a probe,
It is not a probe.
there's no need to store any extra parachutes for Kerbin, as long as you bring an engineer to repack them.
Duna has an atmosphere not as much thick as Kerbin. Not as thick, I'm guessing.
I think it means like a
Not
dense
as-
atmosphere.
It's got a big atmosphere, like it's similar to Kerbin
For a
atmospherically.
return to Kerbin, you must touch down with at least one large fuel tank and an engine with high specific impulse intact. The
Right.
best way to describe something that can get you off to Duna is a ship somewhere between one that can take off from the Mun and one that can take off from Kerbin. You'll need at least 200, I can't read, you'll need at least 2,000 MS Delta V for the orbit and return. You're able to test this by seeing if your lander is almost capable of reaching Kerbin orbit independently.
Okay, so build the lander first, basically, with enough
Yeah.
delta to.
It's
orbit
expecting you to
Kerbin.
build from the top down.
I see. Well, I mean, that was kind of.
I mean, it's a
Right,
logical
but-
way of doing it, isn't it? Because you've
Yeah.
got your point and then you work your way down. But that's how it's doing it on here.
I think I was right the first time. That's too big.
The only other option is to do it in stages and sort of work your way further out into the atmosphere. So if you want to start off with the Mon, because what it's saying here is
Is we gotta get so.
it's
yeah,
similar
we
to
can
a
get
Mon
to the-
landing.
if
So
we
the
can get to
assumption
Mon,
is
we
that
can
you've
get to
already
anywhere.
made that
So
landing.
we just need to build a big ship that can basically take us anywhere, and then that'll be our stable ship forever. How much delta did I need?
It says 2,000 MS Delta V.
Oh, that doesn't really tell me.
No, I'm just saying that's all it says on here.
No, I know. I thought it'd tell me on here, but it doesn't. Right. Is that? Does it have pictures? Does it have?
An extremely bare bones, lightweight implement. Yeah.
I think that's too. Do you think that's too big?
Like I said, do you want to approach it in a way that you do it planet by planet?
Let's try this. Right. Let's do that tank, and we need.
Right, I'll read through the key bits again. Proper parachute rigging.
Oh well, I haven't put parachutes on yet, but that's normally last.
There's no need to store extra parachutes. You've only got the one, you're fine. You must bring an engineer to repack them, but that's down to piloting in a moment.
Yeah, that's later. So.
You must touch down to. This is returning to Kerbin from Duna. To return to Kerbin successfully, you must touch down with at least one large fuel tank and an engine with a high specific impulse intact.
A high specific. What is a high specific impulse?
This is literally why I'm here. I'm here to guide him, to be nice.
That is a thrust of 60. ISP is a specific impulse, probably. ISP.
Impulse specific. It might be the other way around. It might be ISP in terms of being impulse specific.
Oh. I see.
I get what Varak's on about.
I don't.
The I is the impulse.
Yeah, no, I get that, but how does this
specific,
translate into what I'm... Oh, engine ISP, I see here. Right, so what was the... I see it now, I saw ISP right there.
Okay.
What did I need? A high one or what?
Right. Specifications.
That's 250 to 320.
Right, let me just... I've just got to read through this properly,
Right.
hold on. The specifications for travelling to Duna. I'll do this in bits, so... Duna is Kerbin's second closest neighbouring planet. It is likely your next logical step after landing on the Moon, Minimus, or Eve.
This sounds quite good.
Huh?
Oh, it's big. I won't be able to land with that. I don't think.
It's got to be big.
Well, I can't get my struts low enough.
You might not have found the capability of using them yet. Are you in Sandbox?
No.
That might be it then. You might have to do it in a chronological order. You might have to go Mun and work your way
It's
out.
like it could work. They're lower than the engine now.
Right, okay.
But this has a range of 150 to 345 ISP.
Right. I'll read through the specifications. I'll make sure I cover everything so you don't miss anything. Right, it's perhaps an ideal planet for an implementary voyage for several reasons. It's got a close proximity to Kerbin.
Yes.
It has low orbital eccentricity. I couldn't read that. Small size and gravity is quite high, comparable to the Moon. Its atmospheric composition is thick enough to support aerobraking, yet it's also thin enough to permit an ascent back to orbit.
Barak, what are we calling it? You gave us the mission, so now you can name the ship.
Basically, you're putting all of the pressure on Varak now.
Yeah, Barak.
Oi, Varak, do everything for us. Processing a moon similar to Kerbin's, Ike, in addition to several mysterious Easter egg locations. With a little bit of luck, skill and determination, you can successfully land on Duna and return to Kerbin, all in one ship, quite easily. Now the specifications: length 1 to 3 hours.
Ship is the Big Panda. It is black and white.
And also, I'm helping.
And the panda is helping.
Hi!
Although she's not in her bra and pants, which is good, because we don't want to get banned.
Ah, but my sim, on the other hand, always wearing those pants. Right. I'm really uncomfortable suddenly. I don't know what's happening.
Is it because you're
I'm
tired?
ripping everything
so you
to
keep
pieces on
moving
the
the
desk.
speaker. Like, this is like...
Keep moving the speaker.
Jeebus.
Jeepers Christ almighty.
On a bike! On a big bicycle!
Is it a tricycle? That'll make it more
It might be,
entertaining.
who knows. I need to orbit, so I wonder, will this get into orbit?
I was just bloody reading there. Give me a minute.
You said I need to go to orbit. I'm gonna see if I can get to orbit.
The difficulty for landing on Duna is moderate to hard.
Moderate to hard.
The recommended Delta V. Here we go.
How much delta V do I have on this first bit? I don't know. How do I see that? Oh.
Barack.
How do
Needs
I...
help again.
I think it might be a mod, to be honest.
I doubt it. It's on their official page. I'd be surprised if it is.
What do I have? I've got Jeb and Bill.
Is one an engineer?
Yes, but I forgot the parachute. So we're going over that. Mostly use an engineering mod to see the delta V.
Oh, it is an engineering mod.
We definitely need some mods. Oh. Right, back to the buildy place, because I forgot parachutes. We can probably calculate, but it would be a pain in the butt with two lovely cat butts. And love
Kitty
hearts.
butts.
Kitty butts with love hearts. Do do do. Right then, let us
See, look.
add some parachutes. That would definitely help. We'll have you. Hello. I'm adding parachutes. Lovely. Hello. Yeah.
That's what I mean. I really think they're going about this the wrong way, because you're starting off at Kerbin, yeah?
Yeah.
It doesn't count the Mun, which is obviously between here somewhere.
Yeah.
And then it suggests that you head to Eve and then go to Duna afterwards. Because the landing for Duna is moderate to hard, whereas the Mun is supposed to be fairly easy.
Oh, the Mun's easy, yeah.
Yeah, so you're sort of supposed to work your way up.
Actually, the Mun's pretty hard because you have to use thrusters for the Mun. You can't use parachutes on the Mun. The Mun is probably one of the harder ones because it's got no gravity. Well, it's got a little bit. It's got the tiniest amount of gravity, but you get to jump really high. It's really cute. You see Jeb flying, and you're like, "You gonna die?"
Flying Jeb!
No, there's no gravity. Of course, you're not gonna die. Right, let's do my stages before I launch because I forgot to do that. You can. This is just a test. I think that's right. Yeah, that one. Right, cool. D. Cool. Yeah, we gotta get into orbit.
That's a good start, isn't it?
I mean, we have plenty of fuel. Fuel?
We have plenty of fuel.
We got plenty of fuel. Oh! Oh, we've just added an extra graphic now. Are we moving? Are we going anywhere? Not yet. Drain some fuel, boys! Okay. Not gonna work. Can I reduce? Oh. Yeah, I think this is going to be fine once it's in the air. But for now, once we're in space... Oh no, because we wouldn't be able to launch off Juno's atmosphere. So this needs to be able to launch off this atmosphere, because Juno's the same. So to escape Juno's atmosphere, we need to be able to launch from Kerbin's atmosphere, so that thruster isn't powerful enough. We're getting to places. Can we get some schematics? Can I search the Steam workshop for a Juno ship? Anyway, that's not powerful enough, so we need a bigger engine. More power. How much power was on you? Which one did I get? This one. 125 kil. 1,500. That's probably a bit too. That might work. Oh, that's too big. The Wolfhound. Too big. Too big. Ah, 400.
There you go, Jamie.
Yes.
I have a full list of planets for you.
Great.
Duna is there.
Yes. What does that tell me?
Which means you kind of got to work your way through them that way.
Well, we're building a ship to get there. If we can get to the moon, then we can get to Duna. So we've got to get to the moon first anyway, to test that we can even get to Duna.
Yeah.
So
do you want to do it?
This might be this might be a mission that goes over a few streams.
Are you listening?
I'm listening.
Do you want to build a ship at the moment that will successfully get you to the Mun, so you know that much, and then build from it?
Oh, okay. Rocket ship flying through the sky.
Listen to me!
I'm listening. Yes, sure.
Right, fine. Well, that was bloody easy,
I mean,
wasn't it? Maybe you should have done that in the first place. Yes, Lucy, I really should have done that in the first place, because I'm a bleeding idiot, because I don't listen to you in the first place.
No, now you're just being rude. I'm trying to
live my life.
I'm trying to do what it said. I'm trying to get into an orbit with whatever this is. Or almost an orbit, it said, didn't it?
Getting to the Mun.
And this looks like it's gonna work.
I'm just thinking.
You think?
That it's best to do it in stages. That's all.
Okay.
Which is what I'm suggesting. If you attempt a Mun landing first, and then from a Mun landing, you go on to the next bit, and then go on to Duna.
That's why I'm building a lander.
Yeah, I'm just confirming that's what we were doing.
Yeah, first we're gonna see if
constructing a successful Mun rocket. Here we go.
Get into a mild orbit.
The kind of rocket that can get you to the Mun and back can be quite heavy.
Oh shit, which we can. That's definitely a semi-orbit.
Semi.
No, that's just rude.
I've been hanging out with guys too much. When I say guys, I mean like I've been friends with the male gender over the female gender.
Way too much.
Since like
Tell me about
high school.
Flying on my ship in my favourite rocket ship, flying through the sky.
Well done, Jamie. I believe in you.
So does Joe.
Yes, so
That'd be great.
I'm flying. He's a happy little Jebediah.
We do some science while we're here.
Yeah. Now make the rocket longer and it's done.
Yeah, I got nothing. Got no crew reports from that. Cool.
Oh, you got Bill on board as well.
Bill's here too. He's parachute boy.
He's parachute engineer, man.
Yeah, we need some ladders so we can get down. So this is our base orbiter and lander. This is our space travel machine.
Right. I'll be listening, Jimmers.
That makes the rocket longer and it's done.
That's what I just said. I literally just read it and you ignored me.
I didn't ignore you, I heard you. I didn't know what you were reading though, so I read it again.
You understand where I got it from?
Yeah,
now?
no, I don't understand.
I'm very glad. Right, we'll go for the Mun rocket option then, so we sort of work our way up.
I see.
So the first step goes to constructing a successfully usable Mun rocket. It's a kind of rocket that can get you to the Mun and back that can be rather heavy. The ideal sequence for a Mun rocket is 3 to 4 stages, though more or less are certainly possible. It's better to work from the top down when building, which I've said is what all of them say. Now the upper stage for a Mun rocket should consist of a lander. It should be deployed in a Munner orbit and should be capable of travelling to the surface of the Mun, back to orbit, back to Kerbin orbit, and then down into Kerbin's atmosphere. It sounds like a lot, but since most of this occurs in a region of rather small gravity and no specific atmosphere, it doesn't require that much. Ideally, it should consist of a couple of fuel tanks, a parachute, and at least one thruster, which should do. Please note that landing legs, SAS, and RCS are recommended but not 100% necessary. So this is just the upper stage of your Mun rocket. So you start off with a couple of fuel tanks. You need to make sure you got those.
Yes. I need. Oh. Can I get. Yeah. Is this for my.
It's your Mun rocket, not your Duna one. Like I said, you're working your way up.
Okay, fine. We're gonna go to the moon.
Yeah, that's
Scrap.
what. Mun!
Scrap the panda for now.
What, the big panda? What the flipping hell's happened there, boy?
I don't know, boy.
Boy!
The panda will be reimbursed at a later date.
It's currently the bear. It's downgraded. It's not a panda, it's just a bear. So a Mun rocket requires a couple of fuel tanks.
Yeah.
It needs a parachute as well, so.
I want a payload. Oh, we can do this one, right? No, we want to. Oh. Oh. I see. Let's build our lander first.
Yeah, that's the upper stage that you're building at the minute.
Right, how many can you take? What's the... oh, 1. That's no good. Sorry, Varek. We'll get to Duna eventually. Okay, fuck it. We'll just take that. Excuse my French.
There's me thinking it was German.
Oh, scheiße.
Scheiße.
We have.
You have your parachute.
Module number 1. We need a little put. Maybe a bit bigger put. What's that? A 440? That's neat. Well, that's 1,800. I want 2. Oh, that would be perfect.
So a couple of fuel tanks, so you need 2 of those.
Oh, more. I want this.
You need a couple of fuel tanks.
Why do I need 2? Why can't I not just use one big one?
Wait, so you've got like enough in Kerbin?
Well, I mean, it's got the same fuel then.
A couple of fuel tanks, a parachute, and at least 1 light thruster should do it.
1 light thrust U125. It's easier. Yeah, sure, you will do.
Okay. So, after that, it says,
oh, that's fine.
please note that landing legs, RCS and SAS are are recommended, but they're not necessary.
Wait, how much would that give us? That's 120 per rocket. No, that's too much. Fine, we'll just have you. You said landing legs.
Landing legs.
3 landing legs?
Landing legs.
Legs of the landing. Okay. 1, 2, 3 landing legs.
Landing legs. RCS.
Oh, we need mono propellant tank. Where is the tanks? RCS fuel. Oh, you're a bit big. You? Oh, that'll be. Okay, that's a bit too big. Hey, this is a very big lander now. Right, well.
And SAS are recommended but not necessary.
SAS as well. Holy poop, where it was.
Holy poop.
Holy poop. You know when you go to the toilet and you have the most holy of poops.
A rather holy bowel movement.
The holy bowel.
No, bowel movement.
Structural lube tube.
Is it structural lube tube?
Lube tube. Science. No. Where are the SASs? There's a battery bank. It's in control, right? There's control. Payload, coupling, structural. Command and control. Right. Small. Advanced in that. What? I can't really fit that anywhere. It's not really gonna work. Wait, where is it? Where? Lucy.
I'm literally...
That service module. That one? No, not that one. It's definitely gotta be that one. Oh, this is a very... Oh, Jesus, this ship is so tall now. This is no longer a lander, this is a rocket in itself.
That's your lander half done.
That's not a lander anymore. Oh. Oh, I can't... That doesn't... How do I get this in there? Okay, SAS is a no-go. I repeat. SAS is a no-go. Maybe we should have some little tiddles on the side.
I'd advise against it because I think urinating in public isn't necessary.
I mean tiddly engines.
Again, peeing on an engine is not... It's not a recommended idea.
Like, just the stabilization station. Like the... Maybe that'll work. Yeah? And then, oh, we can have the... Oh, yes! Oh, this is going to be the best lander ever. It's probably an overkill lander, but it's a lander.
Please note that it's possible to split the lander into 2 stages, one for the descent and one for the return home. This is only recommended for heavier, more advanced landers, though.
This is an advanced heavy lander now. I need some decouplers. This is exciting, Lucy. We're going to the Mun. We're going to Mun it. Oh, should we have some sticky outy ones? Yeah. You know, the scientific sticky outy tongue. Oh no, maybe not. It seems a bit...
Shall I give you a photo of a very stereotypical Mun lander?
This is a universal lander now.
There you go. Mun lander. It's got a little parachute
weird.
there, it's got its captor there.
That's technically what I'm doing, in a weird way.
You're just making it longer.
I'm just making it a bit longer.
So the way you're actually
because
building...
we can have some science in this little shroud.
Yeah.
Varrock is.
You sound confused. I'm just letting Jamie build as he does. I'm just sort of advising on what to include.
My sanity right now. Right. I need some of those tippy toppies.
Tippy toppies?
Tippy toppy aerodynamic cones. Toppy tippies. There we go. Toppy tippies. Tippy toppies. Where is the do I have the structural things yet? Like the structural grabbers. So scientific. These ones, strut connectors. Alright, let's get some strutting connectors on the go. One there. And we got one there. No. One here. And two. That there. Yes. And just to make this all the more secure to each other.
So that's your lander component done.
And just for extra safety.
Jamie?
Yes.
It's a rocket, not a tent, alright?
Fine. I'll take two off. The big panda is coming along nicely. Holy crap.
Now the middle stage. It does say it's possible.
I don't think we need a middle stage at this point. Do I have any fuel? Okay. Oh, but now I've got these tippy-toppy bits, I can actually take those off and add some free SASs because of symmetry. Extra stabilization. But now we have SAS2. That's probably going to mess up somewhere, but hey. We need...
It's a learning curve.
Needs things to work, right?
Right, you've got your upper stage lander built now. Well, you've included...
Oh, I need thrusters, sorry.
Hang on.
Yeah, I need the RCS. You said RCS too, right?
Right. You got fuel tanks.
Yes.
Parachute.
Yes.
Light thruster.
Yes.
Landing legs.
Yes.
RCS.
Yes.
SAS.
Yes.
Then you're done.
I do need some more parachutes. But yes, I will be done. Any second. When I decide that the parachutes are going to go there. Right, the big panda is ready for its maiden moon voyage.
It says please be aware that you can split the lander into 2 stages, one for descent and one for the return home. It's only recommended for heavier, more advanced landers.
Oh, I should probably add some more legs. Because when these get jettisoned out, we'll need the extra legs. Right. Lander complete. Barack likes my lander.
Oh. Now you've done your upper stage, it's time for the middle stage.
Yeah.
The middle stage should be run from just before, during Kerbin orbit, that's just before, / during, Kerbin orbit, and should end during or after lunar orbit. Depending on how effective your first stage is, this stage should not require much more fuel than the upper stage.
I see.
Please note it's also possible to incorporate this stage with the landing one, though it's not recommended to do so. Your middle stage is your transfer burn.
Okay, so I need
That's exactly what you need. Took the words right out of my mouth there.
I need big tanks and big rockets. Mildly big rockets.
A mildly thick rocket.
Oh, you're big.
No.
Oh, you're very good. Probably too big, that's more of a base layer. Actually, no, we're gonna do that. Where is the, how are you doing? What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for you to build your middle stage.
No. I'll go build it.
Literally just says here, the middle stage should be run from before or during Kerbin orbit, ending during or after lunar orbit. Depending on how effective your first stage is, this middle stage should not require much more fuel than the upper one. So it's literally just a fuel scenario, if anything.
I see. What did it say? Require not much more fuel.
Shouldn't require much more fuel than the upper stage.
Oh.
I'm assuming they want a break in the middle of these two, though. So obviously when you decouple them, you gotta make sure you're able to decouple your middle stage from your landing one.
I did decouple.
Just making sure you did.
Where are these structures now? No. That is what I need, but it's too small. Don't have the right. Okay, we can't do a rock max because we don't have the right bits yet. Oh, maybe we can. Oh, we can. Ah, right. We did it.
Right, is that your middle stage done?
Do we want that one? Oh, that's fine. Oh, bye, Kerbal.
Boy, boy.
We want that one instead. No, that one. That one. Maybe not that one. That one? No. It's gonna have to be that. My order stage is a work in progress. Probably that one. Oh, you know what? That one. Yes! Power!
So your middle stage done?
Star Trek. Yeah. It will be. I need a rocket, a pew pew. What are you? 3, 7, 6?
Hang on a minute.
I'm hanging.
Your middle stage just consists of fuel. Have you done the fuel?
Yes.
Then your lower stage, says here, should be big enough to haul everything above it, including itself, into orbit above Kerbin.
Well, there needs
While
to
not
be a
required,
thruster on the
it's
middle
recommended
stage.
at this stage you need to incorporate some detachable solid rocket boosters.
Great, but there needs to be something on the middle stage to power it. Otherwise, we're just going to be floating in midair doing nothing.
Well, if you detach it in the right place, you should be fine.
But very little.
Right, now you done?
Yeah.
The lower stage, this is the launch area, which should be big enough to haul everything above it, including itself, above Kerbin. While not required, it's recommended that this stage incorporates some detachable solid rocket boosters, otherwise known as SRBs. This is the stage where you'll want to pack as much stuff as you can to get to orbit, because you aren't taking it with you. If your middle stage is powerful enough, you may be able to use this stage to get halfway into orbit and use the middle one to complete your orbit.
Great.
Please note, depending on your preference, you may want to split this into 2 stages or more. For more advanced players, you may want to incorporate detachable fuel tanks to save weight.
I need a big booty decoupler. And then we need some really big engines. Oh, we've hit the floor. Oh, this is really big.
You're making it one long tube though, you can bulk it out.
Oh no, I'm going to bulk it out, but you said like this is the middle stage, so...
Yeah.
There's not really a lot I can bulk out on the middle stage. I mean, we can have... Okay, let's... yeah. We'll add some... Oh, there's the fuel line, right, so we'll add some of these to the middle stage. Just for aerodynamic... Oh, that's gonna be really unstable. Yes. Where do you begin and where do you end? That's down there. I have you there with some fuel lines attaching you to you. And we need some tips. Cones. That's a bit big. That's a bit small. We need a middle one. That's too small. Too small. Why do we not have one that's in the middle? All I want is a middle. Oh. Yep. Fine, that'll be. Yeah. I'll leave it. Yeah, sure. Right, and then I need a little top hat. Top hat. Do you see where my hat's gone? I lost them.
They're there somewhere.
Why not? We can save the middle stage. Oh. Actually, no. Oh, yeah, we will. And we'll get some mini thrusters. You? Too big. Not mini enough. Fine, yeah. Mini thrusters. And then we can save this middle stage and bring it back out of orbit. Because I don't like leaving things in orbit. It's not environmentally friendly, you know. Then I think we need one more big one, and then a mainsail thruster. That is powerful. Oh, I got the hiccups. And staging. We definitely need you. No. What do you? Yeah. And we'll get some big tanks, bigger than the ones we have up there, because we need to make it like a triangle so it flies. Okay.
Right, so it says here your lower stage should be big enough to haul everything above it into orbit, above Kerbin, While it's not required, it's recommended that this stage incorporates some detachable solid rocket boosters. This is the stage where you're going to want to pack as much stuff as you can to get into orbit, because you aren't going to be taking it with you. If your middle stage is powerful enough, you may be able to use this stage to get halfway into orbit and use the middle stage to complete it. Depending on your preference, you may want to split this into 2 or more stages. More advanced players may want to incorporate detachable fuel tanks as well to save some weight. It's key that you travel light, though. The more you incorporate in the top stage, the more thrusters you're going to have to add to the stages below it, and so on and so forth. For beginners, it's best to start with 1.25 meter parts rather than 2.5 meter parts in the first stage.
Yeah, we've got the biggest parts available, so kind of fucked that up already. We need to swivel these slightly. Barak says that they wish Spores space was like KSB.
That's a good point. They should sort of incorporate a bit of both. That'd be quite cool.
This is definitely a big panda though. I don't think I've ever seen a bigger panda.
Fat panda. It's not the big panda anymore, it's the obese panda.
Obese pandas.
Yeah.
We can't actually decouple those. We're not going to be able to decouple those, we just have to attach them. That should be okay. That definitely is below those, that's not in line. No, you need to change slightly. You can go there. Right.
Are you okay?
I think so. I just need to add some signs and then we can see how it flies. Oh, and I need to sort my stage now. Oh, and I need to do some pipes. Because we need the fuel going from here to share with the main middle tank. And we should probably have it going back as well because we want to share with all thrusters on this one. Actually, we should probably do that for all of them. Apart from the bottom stage. And you said add some solid fuel, didn't you, as well?
Mm-hmm.
Right, where is the... There's so many menus that I keep losing where everything is. That is what I wanted. And I also wanted the kickback solid fuel boosters. That's so straight. Much straight, much central. With a little tippy tops and top hats. Tippy top hats. Now I don't mind. I can't speak anymore.
That was rude.
I know, it's so rude. Right, this looks pretty damn cool actually. Look what we've done, Lucy. We've got a big rocket.
Right, now it's time to launch yourself to the mud.
Can I put some science in it?
Yeah, I can.
I made some like experiments in this little doodah.
Experiments in the doodah.
Doodah experiments.
That can be taken in a very unfortunate context.
Science.
Science.
Let's get some.
By the power of science.
Let's get some barometers in here.
Barometers.
Barometers. I'll get some. Oh. we get some goop in it? We can. Oh wow. We'll get some bromoths on this side. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't like. I'll do a bit of thermometer on that, and on that. They're a bit wonky, but hey. Oh, my eyes. What are you? Oh, you're a bit giant, mate. You're a giant too. Let's get some. Yeah. Again, I'm tearing here. How does this deploy actually? Out, just straight out. Oh.
As you do.
Rack just farted.
Well, the cat did.
Oh, the cat farted. Sorry, Rack. I just mistook your cat for.
I hate it when you get cats and farts mixed up.
Me too. Ah, forget that. I'm too confused.
What would happen if we farted in a spacesuit? Would we die? Probably not. Although at the same time, it probably wouldn't be very pleasant.
Yeah, I can't see it being very nice.
Although at the same time, I can't see it being a life or death scenario.
No. Are you? There we go. We need some batteries. We don't have any better solar panels. Like crappy ones. We just have to do the bloody one, aren't we? This is just really rough. There's certainly nothing to write home about at the moment anyway. Alright, let's get some solar panels on this space cabin. Definitely should have done two sides. That'll be alright, won't it?
Aww.
I don't know why the doors were at the front, right? Yeah, that's fine. This looks good. Staging. So, oh Jesus. So it's gonna be these and these all fire at the same time, including the main middle one. When these run out, they decouple. They should run out first, so they'll go first. And these, will they go? No, these should run out second, so they all decouple. That should be the final one. And go to our middle stage. So these fire along with the middle one. That's okay. And then once they've run out, we need to decouple that. And the top fires, we don't want those. Oh, no, that parachute needs to be in that decoupler. Try and save those. the... How do I control... I'm not gonna have any control of this unless I put a probe or something on there. Just have to change the design a little bit. How big was tiny? What kind of converters do we have? Structurals. Oh yeah, that'll be a little LED bits on top. Ah yes, perfect. And parachutes, where are they? They've gone again. Radial mount parachutes. Yes, please. 2. So, okay, we need to slightly change our ordering again. You for flarp. You're okay, you fire. These parachutes need to be removed. Oh no. Oh, those parachutes are fine. And then you fire along with the central column. We don't actually have any decouplers for the top. We do have parachutes. Do we want? We don't, because we want to try and land that. Right. The big panda is ready for action. I think.
Yeah?
Yes. Save the big panda. Are you ready, Brack? We are ready for liftoff. This is probably not going to work. Oh, let's get some of these. Alright, that should help with our stability of launch. Super. Save 3 dashing groups.
I think this can even go to June.
It could probably do a lot, you're right. Let's get our crew sorted. Jeb and our engineer Bill. We don't need to switch the editor. Shall we put some lights on? Because lights make things look pretty. Well, we'll definitely need lights on the lander at the very least. Where are they? Damn lights. Oh my god. Oh yeah. Let's get some illuminators so we can see what's going on the landing. And we'll also get some wider ones when we are landed, just to light up the area. Cool. Launch the big panda to Jewel. This is a very big panda. We kind of went a bit big with the panda.
I'll advise that you get a drink of water next to you at this point, because it may cause a lot of stress while doing a launch, and hence a nice drink of water may cool you down.
Alright, okay.
No.
Just got a jam for Jewel though.
Same as any standard launch, presumably on a much larger scale, you'll need to read the tutorial to how to reach orbit if you haven't already figured it out. And around 100 meters per second, begin to tilt your craft to the east.
Okay, I can already see several problems. these are being pushed into the rocket, so they're not stable. We need structural supports everywhere. I just need to add some structural supports. Hey, Lucy.
Hi, Jamie.
How you doing?
Tired but good.
I'm tired too. We'll probably go after this, but we'll continue.
Conquering Kerbal one planet at a time. The Mun might be the moon, but...
Oh, we need ladders. They need to get down when they're on space. God. Another thing, that would have been disastrous if we got up there and they couldn't...
I'm clinging on for dear life right now. Where do I go?
Try and make a stairway down. Oh. Come on. At least I noticed it at this point. We don't have the retractable ladders yet either, I don't think. It's just a nightmare. Oh my god, I'm so dry. I can only speak. That looks awful, but that was not why we were here. Where are the structural? They'd be under structural, that makes sense. Right, so you get supported to you. You can get supported to you too. Hi!
Hello!
Hello. We will go to space soon. I promise. And if we don't, then we'll go to bed. Oh. Flange.
What'd you forget?
I forgot to put them on all three at the same time. I was doing single ones. You're making this a bit more difficult, but
So I moved.
it's worth it. It's because you're worth it.
I'm Oreo.
It's because we're worth it. Not long now, and we'll be on the moon with this beastly ship.
No. You'll be on the Mun.
On the moon. Sorry, my bad. Alright, there's bottom stage supported. Top stage support. Please support my top stage. I need this for my family. For the kids. Think of the kids.
I have no knowledge of this.
The kids need to get to the moon too. Oh, that's not gonna help. That should be fine. We'll find out if it works or not. Ah. We have to go and do this again. Well, we won't have to do it all again. We just need to go back and recover the ship so we can get Jeb flying. We want Jeb to go to the moon.
Mun.
Jeb must mun. Mun Jeb. Fuck you, Valentina. Jeb. Why is Bob still here? I'm sure Bob was with Jeb.
Bob escaped. Jeb didn't.
Bloody Bob. Yeah, we'll do one launch and then we'll go to bed. Because I'm so tired. You are so tired, and we are so tired.
Everyone's tired.
But we will be back with more Kerbal.
Oh, we'll probably reappear tomorrow. No idea what we're playing tomorrow, but we'll turn up.
Probably Kerbal.
Possibly some Kerbal, yeah.
Yes. Jeb.
Jebediah.
Jeb, get in my ship, boy. Oh, it's Bill. Oh, Bob's a scientist. We need Bill. We need the engineer. We need to
Bill and Jeb. Jeb and Bill.
Repack our little trampolines. The parachutes, not trampolines. You can land, right, if you throw a trampoline onto the moon before you land, we'll get Jeb to jump out onto the trampoline and it should counteract and we'll be fine. We'll be great, we'll be dandy. We'll be fine, great and dandy. All in the same sentence. Ready, steady, launch.
Hang on.
Yep.
The same as any standard launch, presumably on a much larger scale. Read the tutorial for how to reach orbit if you haven't already figured this out.
We're bigger than the flag.
At around 100 meters a second, you need to begin to tilt your craft to the east, which is otherwise the right, with the orange line pointing downwards. We're going for a flat, stable, counterclockwise... I'll try that again. We're going for a flat, stable, counterclockwise equatorial orbit.
Great. So, 100 meters.
100 meters a second, begin to tilt your craft east. We're going for a flat, stable, counterclockwise equatorial orbit. Try to circularize your orbit around 150,000 meters. Though any orbit above the atmosphere, otherwise known as 70,000 meters, is fine. Going any higher than this is not recommended because circularizing a wide orbit just to reach the Mun would waste more fuel.
Oh, it's very wobbly in the middle. We should have stabilized the top and the bottom too, but hey.
It's all snaking its way east, isn't it?
It might not stop snaking. Oh, we are stopping to snake. Oh, we are losing control. Oh, this is too shallow. This is wrong. We're just flying across the earth now. Oh, whatever.
Ideally, you do not want to ditch your first stage until you've achieved orbit. If your rocket isn't capable of reaching orbit on the first stage, try adding some detachable fuel tanks to it.
I didn't put any thrusters on these, so I can't actually get rid of them at this angle.
To transfer from Kerbin's orbit, you'll want to intersect the Mun's orbit.
Yeah, I can't get rid of these stages at this angle either. I need to be pointing directly up. Because I didn't put any mini thrusters on to get rid of them. So, we're just gonna have to see how this goes.
If you want to reach the Mun on the first swing about, wait until the Mun rises just above the horizon. A good rule of thumb is for each 100 kilometers that you are above Kerbin, wait another 2 seconds. Once it does, begin a forward burn and keep an eye on your map as you move out towards the lunar orbit.
No, we got plenty of monocle, brother.
You're gonna blow up.
Shit. Yeah, this guide has fucked me up. Sorry about the French, but the guide is wrong. This is not how we orbit.
Rotate. Q.
No, we need to go up. If we get out of the atmosphere, then it'll stop burning up. We should have just gone up further. The guide messed up. Like, we were just going along the surface of the Earth. I got to 100 meters and went sideways. This was a bad launch. Don't listen to the guide. I mean, the guide's great. at building.
It says begin to tilt your craft to the east.
I would probably tilt it too much then. But it doesn't give me info on
Try
how
to
much.
circularize your orbit at around 150 meters, 150,000 meters.
I'm at 49. It can definitely do it. We have the power. But
Yeah, but you went too early.
we turned too early. Me and the guide. The guide didn't tell me how much it on.
It did. Begin.
Oh,
to
we have
tilt
tons
your
of fuel
craft
still
east.
though. We could correct it. Still, we've got plenty of fuel. We can do this.
Try to circularize your orbit at around 150,000 meters.
I mean, this is only the middle stage.
Yeah.
We do need to use the middle stage to get to the moon still though, so that might be a small issue, but at the minute we're okay. We're definitely going to get an orbit. 150.
Mhm.
We just really fucked up the start and wasted so much fuel.
We.
Lucy, I'm just using it as a generic word.
So you're wrong. And it is just you.
Well, the guide told me to start turning right?
Begin to tilt your craft to the east. Not tilt your craft to the east and keep going.
It's there now, so sure. I forgot how to find out my orbit. I just need to wait until I'm at the aposis and then thrust towards the prograde. What do you think, Garcias? Help me. Is that right?
At 150,000 meters through any orbit, give the circularize your orbit at around this height. Going any higher than this is not recommended because circularizing a wide orbit just to reach the Mun would waste more fuel. Ideally, you do not want to ditch the first stage until you've achieved orbit. If your rocket isn't capable of reaching orbit at the first stage, try adding some detachable fuel tanks to help.
It's capable of doing anything, this rocket. We've still got tons of fuel left.
Yeah.
I just need to get
transfer from Kerbin's orbit, you'll want your aposis to intersect the Mun's orbit. If you want to reach the Mun on first swing around, wait until the Mun rises just above the horizon. The good rule of thumb is to reach 100 kilometers above Kerbin, wait another 2 seconds, and then once it does, begin a forward bomb and keep an eye on your map. As the aposis moves out towards lunar orbit, it can also be thought of as if the Mun is at 12 o'clock, your rocket should be at 4. Hopefully, if you've done this right, you'll have captured the lunar gravity on the first pass.
Find the intersecting point, which is there. Where shall we aim for? There? Are you aiming above or below? Does it matter?
If you are for some reason not caught by the Mun, just make sure that the apophysis intersects the Mun's orbit. When you reach apophysis, perform another forward burn to widen your path on the Mun's orbit, but do not circulate. This will give you a better chance of hitting the Mun, and you can just wait or time warp until you do.
Alright, we're there. Need to find my little shooty Amy thing. It is there. There. I can just tell them to do it, right? Oh no, we're not advanced enough yet. Right, okay. This way, little Kerbals. How much? Oh, we still got quite a bit of money. T-minus 16 minutes. Estimated burn time 1 minute 21 seconds, so we need to burn at T-minus half of that, which is 70. T-minus 70 seconds, 1 minute 10. Oh no, that's not right.
You said half seconds. Of that, which is 40 seconds.
40. T-minus 40. Well,
40 and a half.
45.
Yeah.
Fast forwarding. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, are we ready?
Mhm.
We're aiming. We're gonna do it, boys. Jep, you're going to the moon.
3, 2, 1.
Jep's going to the moon. $400. $30 seconds of burn time left. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we there? We're here. We're gonna hit the moon. Right, that maneuver can piss off. Because we've done it. And now we need to make another one here so we can orbit the moon. Oh. Oh shit, no. Okay, how do I get... oh, there we go. On this one? Alright.
Yeah. Spaceships!
Spaceships! How do we get into a better orbit, buddy? I'm guessing we just have to wait until we place it.
When you enter the Mun's sphere of influence, turn your craft around and apply retro thrust.
Oh.
Keep it going until you're below escape velocity and are orbiting around the Mun itself. Otherwise, you will end up returning to Kerbin's gravity, well, or worse, fly into orbit around Kerbal. Because the Moon's gravity is substantially weaker than Kerbin, your orbital velocity will not be terribly high. Aim for a nice circular orbit at an altitude no higher than 200,000 meters. Because there is no atmosphere, you do not have to worry about drag at any altitude.
Okay. I will do a bit of fast forwarding.
So that's when you reach the Moon's orbit.
100 times speed. We can do it. Barak, we can get there with the panda, the big panda. The maiden voyage of the big panda is gonna do it. Fast. And it looks like we're directly crashing into the next. We should be getting close. We are in there now. Do we need to start? How far are we? 2,000. Is that from Earth though? Okay, should we start decelerating now or in a bit?
When you enter the Moon's sphere of influence, turn your craft around and apply retrothrust. Keep it going until you are below escape velocity and are orbiting around the Moon.
Something's happening. We're coming in, boys. Flip around. Give us an orbit. Is that an orbit? What? I want. Where's our orbit? Oh, is that it? I mean, that's straight to land. We're not orbiting, but we can land. I'm guessing we're just landing now. We're not in an orbit anymore. We missed the orbit. I don't know how we managed to, because it never gave me an orbit.
Select your landing site along the orbital trajectory. If you want Kerbin to remain visible from your landing site, you're best to select a location along your trajectory on the near side of the Moon. Wait until you're about to pass over it. Once you are above it, kill your horizontal velocity until the yellow marker sits on top of the nav ball. Eject any stages beneath the lander if you haven't already. Begin a slow vertical descent and do not tip your lander over. Keep an eye out on that yellow circle with the X in it on your nav ball and stay pointed at that. At 50,000 meters, begin to reduce your velocity. It should probably not be any higher than 300-400 meters a second at this point. When you reach 10,000 meters,
oops. I actually want to disable this because there's no way we
reduce
can
your velocity below 100 meters a second. At 2,000 meters altitude, you should reduce your final descent velocity of 6 to 12 meters a second. Any higher and you risk damaging the lander and killing or stranding your brave astronaut on the Moon itself. Get your landing gear down if you haven't already done so. If you're confident in your landing skills, aim for a flat surface to reduce any complications during landing or takeoff. Typically, the best place to find these spots is either on top of a hill or at the bottom of a crater. Gently touch down at 6 meters a second with as little horizontal velocity as possible. Congratulations, you've successfully landed on the Moon. Take your Kerbal or Kerbals out for an EVA or EVA, so they can stretch their legs, jet around and plant a flag.
We're flying. Should probably slow down. How high did it say?
2,000. At 2,000 meters altitude, you need to reduce your final descent velocity to 6 or 12. You want me to read all of them again? It says at 50,000 meters, begin to reduce your velocity.
50,000.
The first one's 50,000.
What am I reducing it to?
Huh?
What am I reducing it to?
It just says reduce your velocity.
Oh.
It should probably be no higher than 300 to 400 meters a second at this point.
I am no higher than 300 to 400 anyway, so... I can slow down some more if you want. We're gonna land on the moon, big pop.
Man.
Man.
Bill and Jeb seem quite happy about that idea.
They seem very happy. We are at 300. What's my next one?
When you reach 10,000 meters, reduce your velocity below 100 meters a second.
Okay. Sorry it's taking a bit of a while, Varrock, but we're getting there. I don't know if we're keeping you up or not, but... Sorry if we are. We want to do it though. We're going to land on the moon. Jeb wants to touch the soil. This is a big step for Jeb.
It's one small step for Kerbal. One giant leap for Kerbal kind.
Right, 10,000.
100,000.
Closing. Oh, 100.
Sorry, 10,000. I can't read.
10,000 below 100, yeah?
Yeah.
Are we going to have enough fuel to get back?
You're not at 10,000 meters, Jamie.
No, I'm at 8,000 now.
No, you're at 83,000.
Oh, right. Okay,
Three numbers.
Sorry, I'm tired.
50,000, reduce your velocity should be no higher than 300.
Yeah, definitely not. Two. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kill velocity below 100.
Oh, that's dying much faster now. Going below 100. Looks like we're gonna land on top of a crater. Oh shit, we should have done earlier. We don't have the power.
You might just get it.
Nope. Oh, Jesus.
Well, they're alive.
They're alive, but they're now stuck on the moon.
Oops.
We need more power.
Do you know what? I blame your inability to read.
It wasn't me, I did it at 10,000 as well. I did. If I hadn't have slowed down earlier too. Yeah, and if I hadn't have slowed down.
10,000, not 100,000.
If I hadn't have slowed down at 100,000, we'd be going even faster than we were at 10,000.
Fair.
We just.
Either way, they made it!
They made it to the moon! We can't really do much because we can't retrieve anything they do. So we might just revert the flight completely.
At least you know you can do it though.
We can do it. Next time we'll do a successful landing. We just won't follow the guide because we definitely need to tailor it to our ship. Because 10,000, we didn't have the power on the thrusters. We didn't have powerful enough thrusters on that part to do that. We had 4 of them as well.
But they made it.
They made it. Shall we, just for this episode, we'll send him on a mission. Okay, he can't. We can't even plant a flag because the hatches are obstructed.
Yeah, it does say don't tip the lander over.
I don't think that was the issue. The issue is that we just...
There he is!
Right, climb out. Ooh, he's on the moon! Yep! He's so happy. Yep. Boing! Yep. And a track.
Guys, the Swiftwire one!
Nope. Moon flop.
Pretty rough, but made it.
Pretty rough. I don't know whether this will save if I revert a flight, but we'll see.
But we made it.
Why don't I do a cap of that? Rough jib, but just glide in slowly. Mad it.
Not doing the EVA report anyway.
120 seconds. Oh, we could have got so much science from this. Yeah, I mean, it would help if there was an atmosphere, because we'd slow down with the atmosphere. The backflip jab!
Backflip faceplant jib, I think is what happened there.
There's no atmosphere. Oh,
Poor little Kerbal's gonna have to fly home with no rocket now.
he's just gonna use his RCS. Woo! I don't know.
Come on! Come on!
Why climbing? Be bored.
Ends up stranded forever, like.
Revert flight. Revert to launch. Unfortunately, we can't get him back, and Jeb is not someone I'm willing to leave stranded on the moon. We won't
There he
do
is.
it.
Back on site there.
We won't do it again this time though. We'll do another launch tomorrow. Maybe. Tomorrow?
One failure 2.0.
You can leave them on without using cheats. Can we? It's a bit late now, I reverted.
I think it's more you didn't have the faith in yourself.
I mean, we messed up the launch, we messed up the middle bit, and
we messed up the landing.
We messed up the landing.
But
we still made it.
You made it, yeah.
Is our flag still there, though? No. Our flag is not still there. Oh well. What's this? Oh, I need to get the Howard space. That's really going to annoy me.
Hmm?
It's really going. Oh, I can just terminate it. Yeah, there we go. It was just a bit of empty rocket.
I was just floating around, like.
Alright, cool. That is all for today because we are so damn
Absolutely
tired.
knackered, yeah.
And it's only 2 o'clock. We've done worse before. Holy crap.
I know.
It's been
but
a
I
long
think
day,
it's because we haven't been up so late. Like.
Yeah, just recently we've been going to bed at normal times.
Well, what gamers would call abnormal.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all for tonight. We might do some more tomorrow. We might attempt the moon tomorrow. Yeah.
I would say so.
Yeah, we'll attempt the moon tomorrow again. And
but
then
this time we'll do it properly.
Once we've done the moon, Once we've done the mun, we'll conquer Juna. Just for you, Varak. The big panda will be conquering the Juna.
That sounds like a really weird porno.
It does, but we don't do pornos because we're Twitch.
I thought you were going to say because we're morally correct. Or something along those lines. But no, made it.
Morally correct. Sweet dreams.
Oh, thank you. Sweet dreams to you too.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.
We'll see you next time.
Hopefully with more people. We might do it a bit early and get Katie on it. But we'll see. See you next time, Mary. Bye bye.
Bye.